Hey everybody, welcome back to What's the Formula. So this one actually I decided just to do because I'm pretty proud of it. A lot of decal work to it. Still a little fresh. In fact, the stuff's still drying. I think once it fully dries, I'll probably end up going over it with a Zacto knife just to be on the safe side to make sure I cut properly. Everything I need to do, and then also I'll probably hit with another Mod Podge. But Ultimate Eric Young. Now, of course, you can get his Elite that has that bird tattoo on there, but it only has just the bird tattoo. He obviously would get more tattoo work before his leaving, but they didn't do any new figures of him. So it's decal to get the inside of that. This arm, he didn't have anything when he was wrestling as the Sandy, so I mean, obviously, I kind of had to tweak it a little bit. I'm not super proud of the wrap didn't go up to the bicep or the shoulder as much as I would like it to. It kind of folded in, so I had to kind of just improvise to give something there. Again, you could ultimately not decide to add all these updated tattoos, as he doesn't, he didn't wrestle with all that stuff during this time period. But I think what I'm really proudest most of is this back piece. I've been cutting it slowly, carefully after Mod Podging it, letting it, seal a little bit, uncutting it. So even the back piece up here a little bit, you can see it kind of folds into it a little bit. I've sealed that to there. So if you want an Eric Young, again, you don't have to go. You can see I'm still a little stiff on parts. There's still a little bit of obviously when you Mod Podge, if you don't cut too carefully, if you don't cut either before or if you don't cut it till after, you have to do it really careful because if you just try to bend it real quick, it could cause it to rupture a little bit more. And then once you do, once it does rupture a little bit, you have to reseal it carefully without getting into the joints. Sometimes you're going to lose some of the decal work because, especially since it's a playable figure. So you can see I even added that little fire emblem tattoo over there. Hard to do this one because I didn't have anything to go off the reference other than photos of live action. With Curb Stomp currently shut down until later on the evening, I'm told. So I didn't have a chance to do that. Meanwhile, though, Eric Young, you know, there's Alexander Wolf and Killian Dane. I'm looking into possibly doing something with them. I've seen people do stuff with them before. Nothing yet set in stone, but I did want to get Eric Young, and so it wasn't the Macho Man torso. It ended up being a Terry Funk torso. That worked really well for the skin tone of the Eric Young. Of course, from the Elite head, you can get that one. Um, Now the only issue though is I had to forget the little spacer piece because when I first did it, it was sitting wrong. It was sitting awkward, so I had to get the spacer piece out of there, which allowed it to seal up pretty nicely on the sides. I mean, a little gap here, but it's fully sealed up, so that's a good thing. And then of course, he doesn't have double jointed arms. I kept the original Firebird tattoo on there, and then I carefully just laid the decal over it. You can't really see the original, but it also helped me to figure out how to place it properly. For the most part, when I took this one down, all you lost was that little tail end piece originally. So I had to make sure to definitely get that over it, and then I wrapped it around to give that other tattoo inside here. So he is definitely more TNA current style looking, tattooed out than he normally was when he came to the WWF in the first place when he only had like the one Firebird tattoo. So if you want to go with the decals, Curb Stomp's where to go, where I get my stuff. Um, Really proud of the back tattoo. This now gives me the confidence, I think, to try to build Hernandez next. Because I'm getting better at doing these ones that are a little more intricate. Obviously, Hernandez wouldn't have a full piece tattoo. And the next person I show with a full piece back tattoo, you'll see um, I like it, but also at the same time, it didn't sync very well simply because I don't think it was scaled properly to how we only have limited ultimate torsos, but this one definitely got scaled really well. This one pretty much covers all his back. Maybe I could have put it down a little lower, but then it would have been way too, Either way, it looks good. From a distance, you can't tell. He's fully tatted out. It's Eric Young. So, lower Eric Young legs, Eric Young from the Elite figure, um, Terry Funk torso. And then you can even take the Eric Young arms, which do have interchangeable hands. So you could do something with that. I could probably, I'm gonna try to find some black wrist tape. I think that would match. Add that, but right now this is just good, good as it can be. Once it dries up fully, I wait another 24 hours. I'm gonna take my X-Acto knife, carefully cut the pieces I need to cut, and then move them a little bit, and then that way I can try to like fold in the pieces and then carefully modge over it again. Give it that, make sure it stays on there. So that's Eric Young. Check back again for more formulas.